So welcome to this 30-minute focus, flow and forget session. So this is a 30-minute class. We're going to really move the spine in lots of directions, and we're just going to focus on our bodies. We're going to do a little bit of repetition of poses and also a bit of a flow in the middle, so you kind of have to focus and concentrate on what it is that you're doing so that we can forget about all the craziness like bumpy here and feel nice and peaceful at the end. So we're going to start off standing today. So as you stand perhaps at the top of your mat or wherever feels good for the first, but it doesn't matter. With your feet parallel and the middle of your feet, middle of your hips, same line. Let's just rock backwards and forwards. As you lift your heels and lift your toes, start to feel your leg muscles working. And then gently slowing that rocking down. Feel that you've got even weight on the toes and the heels. As you push your feet down, lift the shoulders up. Roll them back behind you, opening up your chest. And as you rotate your shoulders outwards, the palms naturally face forwards. Relax your fingers and pull your lower ribs in. So as you gently pull them in, you're engaging your abdominal muscles and protecting your back. Let's bring our hands now together in front of our hearts and close our eyes. Oh, let's forget about all the craziness around us. And let's just focus on ourselves. Feel the flow of your breath, the inhalation and the exhalation. So breathing in and out through your nose if you can. Notice the feeling of the air as it enters your body and as it leaves your body. And gently bow your head. If you bow your head, now from the flow of your breath, notice the flow of your body. How is the energy moving and flowing through your body? How does your physical body feel, your energetic body feel? And how about your mind? How about the thoughts flowing through your mind? How are they? So noticing what's happening inside you and remembering. Gently lift up your head. Open your eyes and take your hands a little bit further in front of you. We're going to start by twisting our wrists. So as you twist through your hands, you've got fingertips and palms coming towards each other. And the aim is to basically push them in towards each other. So you can kind of get almost a 90-degree flexion through each of your wrists. But of course, don't force it. And then turning the fingers back to Namaste and twisting in the opposite direction. Try not to bring any tension into your shoulders. Keep your shoulders relaxed as you just get that really nice stretch through your wrist. So again, twist in the first direction and to the middle. Just attacking the sofa now and twist in the other direction. Super. And then twist in the middle. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. Gently look up. And as you exhale, release your arms down by your sides and take your right hand onto your hip. This time we'll just lift the left arm. Inhale. And as you exhale, take a little side bend over to the left. So try not to twist, keep it all facing forwards, head in line with your spine. Inhale, lift up, so the arm is straight up. Exhale again. Inhale up, 2 more times. Feel the flow of your breath with the flow of the movement. Inhale, and 1 more time. Exhale. Nice, inhale as you lift yourself up, take the left hand all the way to your hip, and then gently lift up with the right arm. Soft shoulders, inhale. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Remember, try not to twist. Keep it all facing forwards. Inhale, center. 3 more times. Exhale, gentle. Inhale. Just feel the flow of the breath, the flow of the body. Simple, repetitive movements to help us forget about everything else. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, taking your hands down. Now bring your hands so that they're on the front of your legs. Bring your chin towards your chest. Softness through your knees, and I'd like you just to curl your spine. So from your neck to your shoulder blades, behind your ribs to your lower back, keeping a softness through your knees. Bring yourself all the way down as far as feels good for you, and then slowly, carefully bring yourself up. So as you gently come up, you're slowly straightening your legs, lengthening your lower back through your tailbone, slowly rolling your shoulders back and lifting your head up. Same again. Hands on the front of your legs, softness to the knees, chin to chest, slowly roll down. So really focus on that flow, on that movement of your spine. Feel from your neck all the way down to the tailbone. And then when you come back up, feel from the tailbone, flowing through your spine, all the way up to your head. Super. As you roll your shoulders back, reach your arms out wide. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist your body to the right. Now make sure that you're not twisting your hips or your knees. Hips stay facing forwards and the kneecaps stay facing forwards. You're literally just twisting from your ribs, from that thoracic area of your spine. So it should feel nice and strong here. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale, twist back forwards. Exhale, twist and hold it to the left. So again, make sure that the hips have not twisted and that your kneecaps are still facing forwards. Inhale at the center. 3 more times on breath. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Keep those kneecaps facing forwards. Don't twist from the hips. Twist from the middle of your spine. And try to forget about what crazy bumpy is doing. 1 more time to the middle. Exhale to the right. In as an inch. You feel your obliques starting to warm up. Exhale. Inhale. Super. Now you're going to bring your hands back to your lower legs. We're going to take a bit of a twist side bend and this rolling down and up of the spine. So I'd like you to gently bring the right side of your chin towards your right collarbone. And as you come down, so you're rolling your spine, you're also coming over towards the right side. So your softness through your knees, kind of a little bit like a zombie. You're rolling yourself down. Then you're going to roll from the center. You're going to roll over towards the left. So your now left side of your chin comes to left collarbone or left shoulder. And you're slowly bringing yourself up this left side as you come up the center. So right side of the chin towards the right shoulder, bending through the knees, slowly rounding the spine down with a little bit of a side bend. Come over to the left and very gently bring yourself all the way up. Zombie rolls. Let's take 2 in the opposite direction. So you're starting off to the left this time, bending through the knees. Means that it should feel really good. But coming over to the right and bringing yourself up, all these muscles through the lower part of your spine, you should really feel them working. 1 more time, coming over towards the left, slowly roll yourself down. Low and focus on your body making this movement. Whoa, wonderful. Now as you lift yourself up, even yourself out, open up through your chest. Sorry, Bumby, can I have my mat back, please? We're going to come down. So this time, take your hands on towards your hips. Inhale. You are mental. I'm going to go this side. Exhale, gently pull yourself forwards. Pulling yourself nice and long. So you're going to straight back. If you can, keep the legs straight. If you need to, bend the knees. Let's come all the way down to Uttanasana. So if you normally use a block or something under your hands, do so. Maybe the hands come to the lower legs. Or maybe you're just hanging out here. Let's take a couple of breaths. Remembering that equal weight on your heels and your toes. So now we're going for a really good opening in the back of our legs. And we're relaxing and lengthening through the spine. Take 2 more breaths here in Uttanasana. And from here, we're going to step ourselves or jump back into plank, whatever feels good for you. So bend both your knees, plant your hands down shoulder width apart, and step or jump yourself back into a high plank position. Hands and shoulders same line. Push your heels back, pull the crown of your head forwards, take 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. If it's too much, place the knees down. Nice. This time on your exhalation, bending your elbows in one strong piece, lower yourself all the way down towards the floor and take your feet flat. Bring your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders. I'm bending my knees. You don't need to do that. It's just so that I'm still staying in shot. My room's not very long. So with your hands slightly wider than your shoulders, inhale and gently push yourself up. You're keeping your lower ribs on the floor and your shoulders away from the ears and the elbows tucked in close. A simple cobra, obviously, with the legs flat. Now exhale, release yourself down. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, come down. Keep this motion going. Inhale up. Exhale down. Super. Be really light on your hands. Take it 2 more times. Inhale up. Feel the flow of your spine. Feel your back muscles. Eat some cat hair. 1 more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. This time you're going to come all the way up and back to a child's pose. Pushing into your hands. Inhale. Lift the ribs this time. Lift the hips. Send them back. Walking your knees in. Take your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Gently push them back and release yourself down into child's pose or crazy cat pose, what are we going to call it? Let's just take a couple of breaths here. And keep this spine moving. We're going to keep it moving with a twist. We're going to bring ourselves up and into a tabletop position. Knees and hips same line, hands and shoulders same line. You're going to bring your right hand and place it just behind your right ear in the back of your head. And inhale and twist and open yourself up. So don't force through the shoulders or the neck. Exhale, turn yourself to look down. Inhale, twist up. Nice. Exhale, come down 2 more times. Focus on the flow, focus on the movement. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. 1 last time. Inhale, twist it up. Reach the arm all the way up. And exhale, take the hand down. Left hand behind left ear, the back of your head. Inhale, twist and open it up. So it's the same action that we were doing when we were standing earlier. Exhale, come down. Inhale, twist. Really feel the spine. Feel the muscles of your obliques. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. 1 last time. Inhale, twist and open it up. Open your arm all the way up. And exhale, take your hands gently down. Super. From this position, just give your wrists a little bit of movement if they need it. And then we're going to bring ourselves into a seated forward bend. So as you walk your hands back, take your legs out in front of you and give them a good old shake off. Keeping your right leg straight, bend through your left leg. And I'd like you to take the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Try not to lift the sitting bone up. Try and keep it down on the floor and your toes of the right foot pointing to the sky. Hugging the left knee in. Lengthen through your spine and take your left hand or maybe fingertips round behind you. So left knee bent, left hand round behind. Right hand comes to the outside of opposite left knee and use that to pull and twist yourself a little bit deeper. If you can, the elbow can come to the outside. Remember, we're trying to keep the sitting bone on the floor. This is a great twist again for the spine, but now you should also feel a good stretch on the outside of your left hip. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, turn through to the front and reach your foot out to the side. So as you flex your foot, you're bringing the baby toe side of your foot onto the floor, outside the kneecap down on top of your bottom right knee. And now lengthen your spine and exhale, gently, carefully take yourself forward. It's a deep stretch on this bottom right leg, so take it easy. Hands to the floor, or maybe hands on your left knee. You just gently, carefully taking yourself forwards. Try not to round the spine. Keep length through it. Give yourself 2 breaths. This is Ardha Gomukhasana, your half face of the cow stretch. Nice, and we're going to come into what's known as the horizon lunge. So as you lift your chest, lift the knee and plant the sole of the foot down. You're trying to take it as close to your hip as you can. Then taking your right hand around behind you, fingertips pointing to the top of your mat. You're going to come onto the outside edge of your right foot, and you're going to gently sweep your arm over and lift your hip up. So it's a little bit of a modified side plank. From here, lower your hip back down and reach your left hand towards your right foot. So you should again feel a really great stretch between your hips and your ribs in that lower back region. Inhale, lift up and stretch over. Modified side plank into this horizon lunge. So remember this position, we'll come back into it later. As you sit back over, straightening your left leg, let's do the same poses on the other side. Bending right knee, sitting up tall, right foot to the outside of straight left leg, hugging the knee in, keeping the sitting bone on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, twisting. Take your right hand or fingertips round behind you. Try not to lean back. Stay upright. Left hand comes to outside of the knee as you pull and gently twist yourself around. Keep that foot flexed. Keep your breath nice and steady and even. And remember, the elbow can come to the outside if it feels good, keeping that sitting bone down. Next, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Exhale, return to the front, Ardha Gomukhasana. So we've got the blade, the baby toe side of the foot on the floor, flexing the left foot, knees towards each other. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, oh, it feels tighter on this side. Take yourself forwards. Remember, hands to the floor, on your knee, or if you're doing so without forcing your shoulders or rounding your spine, hold on to your foot. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here, noticing the difference on this side. Then we're coming to that modified side plank and horizon lunge. So walking your hands up, planting the soles of the foot down. So those toes are pointing to the side. Reaching the left hand back round behind you, coming onto the outside edge of your left foot. So of course, your right hip is lifted up, sweeping the right arm over your head, bring yourself into that modified side plank. So you're contracting the lower side and opening the upper side. Now reverse that. So as you place your hip down and reach your right hand towards your left foot, the baby toe is on the floor. This is that horizon lunge. Make sure that you're not forcing through the shoulder. The shoulder is away from the ear. If you need to, you can take the hand further away. Next, remember this position. From here, gently bring yourself back through to the front and give it all a little shake off. Flip yourself over into tabletop. And we're going to go through a flow which will include that little horizon lunge. It's a great one, again, for the spine, but also for shoulders and hips. So, hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, tuck your toes. Strong shoulders, relax your neck. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, lift the hips and push the heels towards the floor. Downward facing dog. Keeping your arms straight. Inhale and lift your right leg up nice and high. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel in towards your hip. And from the hip joint, draw 2 big circles in one direction with your knee. And then 2 big circles in the opposite direction. Try not to twist your shoulders. Keep them nice and even. So grab that 4th circle, look forwards, pull your right knee forwards, and release the foot down. Next, placing the back left knee down, keep the toe tucked under. Looking forward, so your right heel and knee, same line. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky without forcing the shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Wonderful. Now bringing your arms out forwards in front of you. Now you're going to open up into the archer's lunge. So imagine your right hand is pulling back on that bowstring. Pull the right elbow back, feel yourself twisting and opening up to that side, and then extend and open up your elbow joint and reach your right fingers back. So as if you're giving someone a big giant air hug on the right side. Now take your right hand and either place it on your lower back or perhaps on the back of your left leg if that feels good. Gently lift your left arm all the way up and behind you. So the 2 options for your hand, don't force it. Nice. Inhale, open yourself back up into that big hug. Now you've got your left toe tucked under. So if you can, pushing into that foot, lift yourself up into a high version of this archer's lunge. Inhale, bring your right hand forwards. Exhale, open up, pull that bow back. Nice. Inhale, come forwards. Keep that right knee bent. Exhale, draw it back, open it up. Super. Inhale, forwards. And exhale, pull that bowstring back. Yes, you're nearly there. Just one more time. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, pull that bowstring back. And again, if you can, that little back bend. If it's too much, come into a straight leg position. Hand to the lower back or the back of the left leg as you take your left arm up and over. Little twisted reverse. High lunge. Ooh, good job. Inhale, open yourself up. Exhale, take your left hand down. Take your left knee down. Super. Now from this position, you're going to come onto the outside edge of your left foot. Remember that horizon lunge. So your left hand needs to come further forwards as you come onto the outside and sink the hip down and reach the right hand back. So it's a deep stretch through your hips and through that lower back. Pushing into your hand, inhale, lift up. Little modified side plank. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale, horizon lunge. Inhale, lift up, bring yourself into that high lunge position. Placing both your hands down, reach your right leg back and take the foot down. Oh, let's see if we can remember all of that on the other side. So straight arms. You're inhaling and lifting your left leg up, bending the knee. Heel comes to your hip. And from the hip joint, with your knee, draw 2 big circles one direction. Keep those shoulders even, arms straight. And then 2 big circles in the other direction. Really bringing mobility through that hip joint. Look forwards, pull your knee forwards, and release the foot down. Release the back right knee down, keeping the toe tucked under. So again, front heel and knee, same strong line. Look forwards, inhale, sweep the arms up and bring yourself into that crescent moon, that low lunge position. From here to the archer's lunge. So as you take your arms forwards, you're pulling that left elbow back. So as if you're drawing and opening up that bowstring, Reach your left elbow back, twist and open it up, and then take the fingers all the way back. Try not to move the knee. Soften through your shoulders. Nice, and if it's too much, go back forward so you can stay in this position. Or if you can, placing your left hand either on your tailbone or on the back of your right leg. Gently reaching your right arm over your head and coming back into a little twisted reverse low lunge. Lovely, inhale, open yourself up. So again, you're giving that big air hug, keeping your front left heel and knee on the same line, the right toes tucked under. Push in and lift yourself up, high lunge version. Sweeping your left arm forwards. If you need to adjust your feet, make yourself comfortable. Left heel and knee, same line. Draw the bow back with the left hand. Pulling the elbow back, open it up. Inhale, sweep forwards. Exhale, open that bowstring up, twist from the center of the body. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, strong twist. Yes, feel those legs powerful. Keep pushing the back, right heel back. One more time. Exhale, open it up. Nice. Now the left hand, again, either tailbone or the back of the right leg. Sweeping your right arm up and over the back of your head. Feel the back bend, feel the twist, feel the side bend. Feel your spine. Beautiful. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, with a windmill, you're taking the right hand down to the floor and the right knee down towards the floor. Take your right hand a little further forward. So as you come onto the outside edge of your right foot, keeping that right leg straight, reaching your left fingers towards your right foot. Remember, if you need to adjust the position of this hand, don't force the wrist or the shoulder. Horizon lunge, inhale, modified side plank. Exhale, release down. Nice, inhale. Exhale, wonderful. One more time, inhale. Lifting up the heel, come onto the ball of your foot, take yourself into a runner's high lunge, and then sweeping your left foot back. Take the foot down, downward facing dog to child's pose. Ooh, knees down. Open the knees a little wider than your hips. Send the hips back. This time as your forehead comes down, if it's accessible, take your arms back. So in those twists and those side bends, backwards bends, twists that we've been doing for our spine, obviously our shoulders and our hips needed to work. So this is a great way of relaxing them. If it's not comfortable with your arms back, take your arms forwards. Just give yourself a couple more breaths here. Nice, and then take one arm and then the other arm out in front of you. Pushing into your hands, lift your head up. You take your right arm underneath, so you're twisting your child's pose. Keep your hips back on your heels, so don't think extended puppy. Keep the hips back. You're placing the outside edge as much of it as you can of your right shoulder and the right ear, the right side of your head to the floor as you reach your left fingertips forward. So lift the palm up and crawl those fingers forwards. Take 2 deep breaths here. Nice. Inhale, slowly lift up the left arm. Exhale, plant the palm of that hand onto the floor. Pushing down, release your right arm straight out in front of you. Then the left arm feeds underneath the right. Remember, keep those hips back towards your heels as you twist into your twisted child's pose. You're bringing the outside edge of the left shoulder, your left side of your face towards the floor, and then trying to release the right shoulder down. So creeping your fingertips forwards, lift the palm up, and take a couple of deep breaths. Nice. Inhalation, lifting up the right arm. Exhale, planting the palm of that hand down onto the floor to push and lift yourself slowly up. Sweep your legs out in front of you and give them a good old shake off. So we're going to go through one final flow so that we can forget and focus before we relax. So you want to perhaps have a pillow or a blanket or something. We're going to have our right leg straight out to the side and bend our left leg into a half butterfly. So maybe just adjust yourself on your mat so that your heel is protected. So you don't want the heel on the hard floor. So adjust your position. You want to make sure that your right hip sitting bone has not lifted. So try and keep it relaxed down. If it's very tight, that might be very hard. So that's where a small cushion or your blanket will come in useful to sit on top of. So from here, flexing through your right foot, your hands are straight out in front of your hip. So the temptation is to fall to the left knee. We don't want to do that. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands straight forwards. Find the point which is enough. Flexing gently through your right foot, relaxing your neck. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Just focus on the pose. Nice. Now from here, walk both of your hands over towards your right leg. Take your hands either side on the floor. Inhale, pull your chest long. Exhale, squeezing your stomach muscles. Bring yourself down along this right leg. So try and make sure your shoulders are not twisted. They're even towards the floor. And maybe you don't go far. That's fine. As long as you feel a stretch. The back of the leg, the inside of the leg, and through the left side of your lower back. Nice. Now from here, we're going to plant the right hand down on the floor and inhale and sweep the left arm up overhead. So again, maybe you're a bit higher up. Maybe your hand needs to come on your leg. Take 2 breaths here. Nice. Exhale, slowly lowering the left hand down. 2 breaths. Nice. Crawl your hands back through towards the center. Inhale. And exhale, 1 more breath. Lovely. Crawl your hands up. And then gently help your right leg to bend. And extend the left out. So again, make sure the left heel is supported. Make sure that the left sitting bone is not lifted. It's an outward rotation from there and it's released to the floor. So sit on top of something if you need to. Kneecap and toes point up towards the sky. Also, if you've got a lot of tension through this hip, having something underneath this knee might make that more comfortable for you too. Nice openness through your hips. Hands directly in front of your hips. Don't come to the bent right knee. Inhale. Exhale, crawl yourself forward. So the same little flow for this side. As you crawl yourself forwards, keep the shoulders even. Don't creep towards the right knee. Keep it nice and long. Relax your neck. Flexing the foot so the toes point up towards the sky. Feel that nice stretch on the inner thigh. And through your lower back area, you're lengthening the spine. Wonderful. We're going to crawl our hands over towards the left leg. Left hand comes to the outside. Twist a little bit. Try and bring your rib cage, your shoulders down evenly towards the floor. So we're not twisted. Maybe you need to come up a little bit to help yourself come down evenly. You should really feel that stretch between the rib cage and your pelvis on the right side. And the side lean. So as you gently push down into your left hand, reaching the right arm overhead, inhale, lift it all the way up to the sky. Soften your shoulders, head in line with your spine. So wherever you are, you're feeling the stretch on the side of the right side of your body. And of course, still through this left leg. We're going to transition through these poses back to our starting point. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sweeping your right arm over, bring yourself down over the left leg. 2 breaths. Nice. Slowly crawl your hands all the way through to the front. 2 breaths. Nice. And then walk your hands in towards your feet. Bending through your left leg. Reach both your legs out in front of you. Give them a good shake off, maybe moving, flexing your ankles. We're going to lie down for a little twist and a relaxation. So as you bend your knees, if you need a blanket or a jumper or socks or anything, make yourself comfortable. Rounding through your spine, slowly, gently release yourself down onto your back. Gently give yourself a little massage. And then planting your left foot down on the floor. Hug your right knee in and rotate outwards from the hip. Flexing the foot, the outside of your ankle is going to come onto the thigh of your left leg. Gently, carefully lifting up your left foot. Hold on to the back of your left leg. So you're threading the needle. You're bringing your right hand through between your legs and you're holding on to the back of the left leg. Don't let tension come into your neck and shoulders. Keep them relaxed. If you need to, place something under your head to make this more accessible. So we worked our hips a bit with these twists and these lunges. This is a great stretch for them. Take 2 breaths. Nice. Now gently lowering your left foot down towards the floor. Slowly twist so that the sole of your right foot comes down to the floor on the left side of your body. Take your left hand and try and hold on to the right ankle if you can. If you can't hold on there, then just gently push into your right thigh. So the idea is that you're pushing your knee away from the body and feeling a great stretch on the outside. Release your right arm down towards the floor and let's take 2 breaths like this. Wonderful. Now gently letting go with your left hand if you were holding on there. Lifting up, bringing the sole of your right foot to the floor and the sole of the left foot to the floor. Same 2 poses to finish on the other side. So lifting the left foot. So you're keeping the right knee bent, sole of the foot on the floor. Rotating outwards from the hip, flexing your left foot, bring the outer heel and place it on the thigh of the right foot. As you lift the right foot off the floor, you're reaching left hand through between your legs so that you can hold on to the back of your right leg. Again, remember, don't force the shoulders or the neck. Maybe don't hold on if it's too much for you. Keep your neck lengthened, your head relaxed to the floor, or place a pillow underneath it if that helps you. So we're feeling again that deep stretch on the outside of our hip. Take 2 breaths. Lovely. Gently releasing your right foot towards the floor, twisting through the lower back. You're bringing the sole of the left foot down towards the floor near your right hips. It's on the right side. Therefore, your right hand can perhaps excessively hold on to that ankle or just gently push on that leg. So you get more of a traction if you hold on to the ankle and then with your own muscles, push the knee away. Relax the left arm out to the side. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Take a couple of deep breaths here. So again, you're stretching the outer hip, outside of your leg, that big band of tendon that runs down there. And it's a little twist for your lower spine. Gently letting go with your right hand, taking your left foot back to the floor, bringing the sole of the right foot to the floor, even out through your hips, and then straighten your legs one at a time. Your feet, they're wider than your hips. Give your legs a good old shake off, and then relax. Tuck your shoulders underneath you. So as you rotate the shoulders outwards like Tadasana, your palms should naturally then face towards the sky. Relax and curl your fingers. As you lengthen your neck, soften your throat, and close your eyes. So remind yourself of how you were feeling right at the beginning. How was the flow of your breath? How was the flow of the energy through your physical body? And how was the flow of thoughts in your mind? And notice how they all feel now. As you focused on your body, on all those different yoga poses, as we've flowed and moved through them, we've had to focus and concentrate. So hopefully we've forgotten about crazy cats, about Christmas shopping, about work, about anything else. But for the last 30 minutes, we've just focused on ourselves, on the flow of energy, on the flow of our breaths. So I'd like you to stay here for as long as you need. Relax here in Shavasana. Feel the lasting effects of everything that you've done for the last half an hour in your body, in your mind, in the energy within you. Give yourself thanks for this focus, flow, and forget session. And I'm going to encourage you to stay here for as long as you need to, as long as you need to forget. I'm going to leave you here with a namaste, and I thank you so much for joining me.